Hello and welcome to another Inverted Access stream. Tonight we're taking a look at Riptide GP2. It is from Vector Unit. The game is on PS4. It comes out for PS4 tomorrow. It's also on Xbox One, mobile devices, and I don't know about PC. I'm guessing maybe. A serious guess of maybe. With me tonight are co-hosts Monkey Wawa, aka Just in Time. Get it? Just in Time.
I get it.
You get it. And we also have Brian joining us for the first time. Brian, say something and say it fairly loud, and let's see. Gator says they can't hear you.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Should be able to hear you.
Gator.
Let me take a look real quick. Steam is PC Plat King pretty much.
What's happening right now? Oh, Tyler's mic died. Well, that's convenient for the stream. Good thing he got the introduction out of the way.
He'll just have to cut this, this section out.
But now we can say all sorts of terrible things about him, and he won't be there to try and say that they're false.
Indeed. I'm not sure if people can't hear me, or if...
Yeah, I mean, Gator is saying that. You did go into the party settings and...
Okay, can you guys hear me again?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, RPG is right.
Good job.
Take 20, but yeah, we're probably going to want to do one more introduction. Brian, your voice is on there. It's fairly quiet. The one other thing that you can do to try and make it a little bit better is go to... Is it under party settings? Is it party settings and adjust microphone level? Just turn it up. It kind of actually makes echoes for us, but it actually works on Twitch when that goes like that.
I turned it up to where it's just about clipping.
Yes. Yeah, it's not ideal. Monkey's kind of hard to hear too. Okay, let's get this going. One more introduction. Welcome to another stream, Inverted Access. Tonight we're looking at Riptide GP2. It's available for Xbox One, mobile devices, maybe PC, and it's coming to PlayStation 4 tomorrow, June 23rd. It's going to be $7. Tonight with me I have Monkey Wawa, aka Justin, and I have Brian, a newcomer to this stream. But I've known him for a while now, and he's an awesome dude. And he has a PS4, which makes him even more awesome. So go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hi. Am I also an awesome dude?
Well, you're awesome, but Brian's from the Windows Central streams, and so the fact that he has a PS4 is quite rare in that group, so that's why he gets so much credit.
Hey, more codes for me.
And so let's go ahead and let's do a couple of the easier levels. I'll switch down to they're called Hydrojets.
Ooh, Hydrojets.
Okay, they're basically jet skis. I don't want to just destroy the competition though. I guess I will this time. But yeah, it's kind of like Hydro Thunder, Wave Race. I don't know what you call it. Jet ski racing is this type of game.
Jetmoto.
Is Jetmoto on water?
Wasn't it? I thought Jetmoto was like the PlayStation branded jet ski racing game.
I do not know.
Well,
but I mean,
thankfully,
yeah,
I'm on the computer right now.
That is what the internet is for, looking up Jetmoto information. One thing I'll say about the game, the graphics are not overly intensive. They look nice, but it is really smooth. I was reading the fact sheet today, and it is 60 frames per second, which is fairly impressive for a downloadable title. I mean, it's really helpful in racing games. I think most racing games shoot for 60, but it is really nice. It's very smooth.
Twitch probably doesn't do it much justice.
That's a very good point. Twitch is... I mean, it'll look fine on Twitch. It looks a lot better in real life, I can promise you that. It's also pretty colorful, which is nice. Hey Zero, welcome to the stream. RPG, there's no online multiplayer. There is up to 4-player local multiplayer. I played a little bit of it yesterday. I wasn't overly impressed. You kind of just race against other people. As far as I could tell, you can't even like choose the course you want to race on in the local multiplayer. It just kind of starts you at one at random. So it's a bit bare bones, I thought, but it does have local, at least up to 4-player split screen. So yeah, I just raced through this lab real quick. Let me get a weaker jet car thing so that I'm not quite as dominant.
You could just play the harder races.
I could do that too. I was going to do a couple easy races and then move on to the harder ones. Let me switch over. So I have the...
Tyler's just too good at this game.
I'm just way too good. Let's switch over to the Stingray. My Miami Dolphins colored Stingray.
Oh, how sad.
No, how cool. You mispronounced that. Okay, let's do this in the clouds race.
It's like being from Florida. Yeah, well, not from Florida, but in Florida. I think I can stay outside.
No, the Dolphins are a happy team. And they're good.
They have nice weather.
Yes, they do. Everyone down there does. As FarmCrest so wonderfully pointed out today while he was being an asshole in the thread.
I mean, they do. I feel like they have had to move around a Dolphins game or two due to, like, hurricane conditions.
I think so.
Well, that part of the year, probably not. Hurricane season usually ends around the end of October.
Yeah, that's true. Well, when does football season start? Isn't it September? August?
I'm not a sports person.
Yeah.
Not a sports guy. I think the first half of the season that could be an issue. I'm sure that a Gator could weigh in if he's listening. Anyways, so this is kind of like a futuristic... A lot of these levels kind of have this interesting futuristic style. It's kind of fun to look at. There's not a ton going on screen. Like, the actual screens are a little bit bland. But the whole setting is pretty cool. Like, I mean, you could just imagine being in one of these buildings that you have, like, this water racetrack pool that just wraps around you. You'll also see I'm hitting jumps here, and you can, like, do tricks off of jumps that increases your boost. You use boost with the X button, and you'll never guess, it makes you go faster.
Oh. Is that why they call it boost?
Yep, that is why. You do tricks with the right and left stick. There's a lot of different combinations for tricks, actually. So you kind of just have to get to learn some of them. They're pretty essential. Like, doing the tricks are essential, but you don't need to do like the super advanced ones or anything. You can get away with doing some of the easy ones. I'll try and do a big one right here. Like, there's a 3-trick combo that I landed because I'm awesome, but I got third because I did the trick instead of trying to win the race.
You gotta get your priorities straight, Tyler.
I hope they turn this big water-filled donut into a lazy river when they release
To just float around in, that would be even more awesome, actually. And then you can actually see in the top left corner, Beach Buggy Blitz. They have like little advertisements in the game for their other games, which is kind of fun. I actually wish there was more, even if they were fake things. Like I said, there's no real banners. Like, it doesn't feel like a futuristic sport. A lot of games will like put up fake banners and stuff. But yeah. So there's 4 different modes. That was just a normal race mode. Most of the races are only 2 laps long. Rarely do they last more than 3 minutes, which is something I like. I think it's maybe a remnant of the fact that this was a mobile game first. But the races don't get to be 6 or 7 minutes long, which is kind of nice. Gator says he's not sure about the Dolphins because who gives a shit? I'm not sure I appreciate that response, Gator. But University of Florida games have been postponed due to hurricanes. First game starts September 10th. Steelers versus New England. There you go. So this mode is called Hot Lap. Basically, is just running one lap as fast as you can. And then there's like 3-star, 2-star, 1-star times for that as well. I should have done a better trick there. Another thing I like about this game is it's fairly arcadey. Very, very rarely do you even have to tap the brake button, which is something I'm not very good at. Like I just kind of want to, drive and go fast. And so I do like that about the game. This is kind of another futuristic looking level.
Level design's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little samey, same buildings.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. It's like I was trying to say. I don't know how to say it well, but it's like a fun kind of setting. I'm gonna crash. Yep. So you fall off if you miss your tricks. The setting is really cool, but yeah, it's like a lot of the same textures. Like the cement style that I'm in right now looks a lot like the last level, but it's kind of cool still. It's cool. I like it. It works for me, let's put it that way. So that's all there is to Fast Lap. I did it in 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Minus the part where you broke the person's spine.
Yes, yeah, no, he got up, he made it, he survived. So then we have Freestyle Mode, which is another mode. That's actually, you're just given 1 minute to do as many tricks as you can, you get points for your tricks. It's not too tough. The tricks aren't my favorite. The stunts, I guess I should call them. But they don't really get in the way either, so they're fine. They're, easy to do.
I mean, you got a trick to boost, though, right?
What's that? Yeah, you do have to. You do have to do stunts to boost, but you can usually do a little bit simpler ones when you're doing that. If these ones you do have to like actually learn some of the more complex things and try to land them. Not at all like that. But yeah, you do have to. But they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean,
that
I
one.
just remember that's what they always said in the SFX games. You got a trick to boost.
I actually have never played an SSX game, unfortunately.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Can you believe that?
I can't.
I've never played any of those either.
Oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I may have the one for PlayStation 3. Does that one count?
If you have to make it count, then yeah, it can count.
Not exactly the cream of the crop.
Well, I didn't play it too much. It was definitely like a reboot after quite a while, and some of the additions were not as well received. But I mean, I think it was still pretty alright. I didn't put too much time into it.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
3 was definitely really good. I mean, people debate whether 2 or 3 is the best. I'm partial to 3 myself.
Nice. This mode is the final mode. There's only actually 4 race modes. I could have used maybe a few more for variety, but whatever. This is Elimination Mode. By now, if you've played any sort of arcade racing game, you should be used to something like this happening. Basically, every 15 seconds, the person in last is eliminated. So again, there's 8 people racing with you, so it's only really about a 2-minute race. Your goal is to just, get in first by the end. Try not to get eliminated. Try not to drive like that. But yeah, it brings a little bit of variety. But most of racing styles are pretty similar to each other. I'm not really sure what else they could have done. There's no like power-ups or anything, so they couldn't do like a death mode or anything, which I'm kind of glad they didn't. It's kind of a little bit more pure racing than that, so I don't know. I guess beggars can't be choosers.
You already have plenty of games like Mario Kart.
Exactly. And this one, yeah. I think it's a good idea. I don't think power-ups would have really fit in with the style of the game, and I'm gonna lose because I suck. I'm in 4th right now, and I have about 10 seconds.
No.
There's about... I'll show you how many events there are, because unfortunately there's not nearly enough different tracks to justify all the events. It's not too bad, but you definitely do get tired of seeing the same tracks over and over. I didn't quite do the math yet. I'll do it right. Well, I won't do it right now because my math isn't that good. So there's 9 circuits. Each has anywhere from 4 to 13 events in them. So maybe 70 total events. But I think there's maybe only 10 or so tracks. So you're doing, you're seeing the same tracks on a regular basis, which is nice, which makes you, get better at the game for sure. But it also is a bit redundant at times. Switch over.
It just allows them to sell you DLC.
It would, yes, for sure. I don't think that's going to happen with this game, but certainly could. Now we'll switch over to my awesome. There's a paint shop. I'll show you guys this menu real quick. Paint shop, so you can adjust your colors. I just usually do randomize and wait till something looks cool. That one looks okay. Yeah. And I'm picky about colors apparently. All green, that looks cool. You can change your gender, because I know that's a huge deal in gaming right now. So if you want your character to look exactly the same, except for being female, you're welcome to do that. Save that. You can buy new racing machines. There's 9 different racing machines. You can also upgrade each machine's acceleration, top speed, handling, and boost. You get money from the races, obviously. And you you don't slowly move from one to the other. I think I only ever used 3 machines the whole time. So I had the starter machine, and then I upgraded to the middle class machine, and then I upgraded to the best one. So you kind of just make do with the one you have.
So are the dark gray bars on the stats the full potential of that
Yes,
particular stat?
correct. That's exactly right. Gator says that this sounds a lot like Beach Buggy Racing, which obviously is to no surprise. That's another game that they developed that we just recently reviewed. It certainly has less content, which I don't think is that bad of a thing. Gator, who's a trophy collector himself, has mentioned how many hours he's put into it, and he's only, I think he was only 40 or 50% of the way through at one point. This game's not like that. This game has less content, which is not a bad thing. I'll probably put about 10 hours into this game, which is a good amount of racing for me. I've had my fill of jet ski racing, but I'm not, dying for more, and I'm not bored of it, so it's a good length. So now I'm on the all-star level races, which are... Some of them are fairly hard. Nothing in this game is super hard. Nothing took me maybe more than 4 or 5 tries. Like I said, there's only so many different races, so you really get to know the twists and turns and where to slow down, where's the best place to use your boost. One interesting thing about the boost is it has to be used all at once. I can't use it and then shut it off and use it and shut it off. So that can kind of be a headache when you're use it at the wrong time and you're slamming against walls because you can't slow down. Gator says he's about 35% through that game.
Interesting.
What was that, Monkey?
That is an interesting choice that you have to use a boost.
Yeah. I was, for a long time in the game, was I have to be missing something here. Can I really, not use my boost kind of when I want to? But you can't. Once you activate it, it's going until it's completely gone.
I wonder if that's just because of it started out on a cell phone type thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because they already had to. There probably actually isn't an accelerate button on the cell phone version. It probably just automatically accelerates, and you just push one side for boost. So I don't know. It was a bit unique. I was surprised. There's not a whole ton of different content to show off. I'll play some more races and stuff. I'm trying to think if there's a whole lot else. There's VR challenges, which, you can race your friends' ghosts and stuff. I don't, unfortunately, have anyone on here. I don't think that I can race. Let's see, no scores. Be the first of your friends to set a time. So it could be cool. but you have to have people who own it, or know people who own it. I guess you can't just do random people. I don't know. Maybe no one else has played this. I don't know how many review copies they've sent out.
It doesn't come out until tomorrow, right?
I know. I am an elite video game journalist, as you very well know. Whoops, I fell off that thing. But no, I
just like an elite
just like an elite video game journalist. But yeah, so there's not a whole lot of people playing it already, which is not surprising. I was actually the first person to get the platinum, according to PSN profiles, anyway.
Oh. They'll put that on your tombstone.
That's right, they will. While some single men are out there, you know, meeting women, trying to start a life, looking for love, all that stuff, I got my 41st platinum trophy in Riptide GP2. A life well lived.
True.
So what have you guys been playing?
I have been playing, I don't even know, random things. I've been trying really hard to not start anything new because Batman comes out tomorrow.
Kind of the exact boat I'm in too. I mean, I decided to stream tonight. At first I was going to stream this, but then I decided to do Flame Over too. Mostly because I don't want to start something new. I just beat this yesterday, and it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do today? So today's kind of like a filler, or, you know, play games for streaming purposes or stuff like that kind of day.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I just went to Sacred Citadel.
Yes.
And I actually just today went through Harley Quinn's Revenge in Batman Arkham City, that DLC.
Yes.
Just to make sure that there wasn't some sort of story thing that I would be missing before Arkham Knight. But
yeah, I can't imagine there was.
Even shorter than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's not amazing DLC. I didn't find anything overly special about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, they definitely try to get people to buy season passes. That's quite a point of contention. I actually saw someone on, I think it was on Reddit, who was saying it was on IGN, on their comments. Why I was reading the IGN comments, please don't ask me. But in the comments on IGN, they mentioned
some explaining to do, Tyler.
They mentioned that it was going to be really hard to avoid spoilers for the game, but they were so frustrated with how WB is handling the DLC for Batman that they weren't even going to pick up Arkham Knight at launch, which is, I guess if that's a stand they want to take, then more power to them. That to me kind of feels like you're depriving yourself of something that's really good too, so I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, there's a $40 season pass for that game, which is kind of exorbitant.
$20.
Yeah.
40?
Yeah, 20, exactly. 20 seems fair, maybe 25. I personally don't buy them. Have you ever bought a season pass, Brian, or Monkey? I don't think Monkey has. Not a full-priced one.
The only one I've purchased is for Bioshock Infinite.
Okay. That one was actually very fairly priced.
And I think I might have got it on a Steam sale, so I don't even know if I paid it right.
Okay. So you did not get it at launch. You didn't get the season pass at launch of the game?
No, I waited till after I heard what they were actually going to do with
it. Okay, see, exactly. And that's,
yeah.
I think anyone who's buying that without knowing what the DLC is, at least a majority of it, is you know, a fool and his money are soon parted, and that's kind of how that works.
That is very true.
Yeah, I don't think that I've bought any season passes full price, like, at launch. I definitely wait around. I still kind of like having things on disc, so I buy a lot of Game of the Year editions after the fact. That's how I have Harley Quinn's Revenge. It's on the Game of the Year.
I gotcha. Yeah, I actually bought that DLC separately a few days ago. A months after the game launched, so several years ago.
Right.
Zero mentions that this is a lot like, and Brian corroborates, is that the word? That it is a lot like Hydro Thunder Hurricane and the other Hydro Thunder game. I don't remember what it's called. I actually really enjoyed I think it was called Hurricane, was the one that was on Xbox 360. I liked that game a whole lot, even though some of the stuff was locked under some like really hard scores. So this game has like the events locked behind stars too. You get up to 3 stars per event. But as I mentioned, it's not overly challenging. A bit of practice and you should be good to go. But yeah, like Wave Race and like Hydro Thunder, it's a pretty fun game, and it's just visually really fun to watch. I don't know why. There's something about water racing games that are just cool to me.
Yeah, they've definitely had a lot of time and fun, but there haven't really been a lot of them lately. Yeah.
No, not at all. I think it's a good genre for the developer Vector Unit to get into. You know, there's definitely nothing like this on next gen consoles as far as I know. There's racing games obviously, but nothing like this. And $7 is a really nice price. I mean, that's kind of I'm just gonna buy this now and pick it up price for a lot of people versus the $20 or more that a lot of games are releasing at.
Right.
Back on Season Pass, Zero mentioned he bought the Evil Within one, so I'm sorry to hear that, Zero. I guess a fool and his money are soon parted. You proved it. I'm sorry, Brian, to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay. What they probably need to do is make a full next gen, jet ski racing game. Because you can tell when you're not moving that it is really low resolution textures.
Yes.
When you look at the crowd, you can tell it's a flat sheet.
Yeah, it's they did more to focus on the frames per second and keeping that up. Yeah, you make a really good point there that the textures are not great. The water textures don't look bad to me. I think the water looks cool, but yeah, everything else is pretty blah.
Yeah, this sort of looks like maybe somewhere between PS2 and PS3.
Yes, I'd agree with that. And it's also, I think it was born as a mobile game too, so that certainly has an effect.
Yeah, that would definitely explain it due to the limitations on memory.
Exactly. So Brian, you didn't get to answer. Any games you've been playing recently?
I have been playing Final Fantasy 14.
Oh wow.
Catch up on this
on PC?
Yeah.
Okay, is the expansion on PS4?
Yeah, it releases, well, technically it releases tonight.
Oh, there you go. Perfect timing.
But, I've been playing it since pre-alpha version 1, so it was only on the PC.
Gotcha. So did you start, because Final Fantasy XIV originally launched to very questioning and middling reviews and stuff, right?
Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but it was like they took a bunch of interesting ideas and wrote them down, and then said, let's make a game with all these. And it wasn't that great.
Whoops. Yeah, because I remember they did like basically like a relaunch of the entire game at some point.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They completely broke it all the way down to the ground.
Well, nice. And I've heard it's good now. I've heard it's not my genre of choice at all, but I heard it's quite good.
That's fantastic.
Awesome.
The story's good. Combat's fast. The graphics are beautiful. I'm not selling anything here. Take it the wrong way. I just really like it.
Is it free or is there a monthly subscription?
No, it's a minimum of $10 a month. With that, you get one character on up to 8 servers, so you can have 8 characters total. Or you can buy the $15 a month one, which allows you to have, I think it's 8 characters per server.
Okay.
And the more expensive one gets you benefits the longer you have a subscription. They're called veteran rewards, I think.
Okay.
And they'll give you like little pets or minions or mounts or
Oh, cool. Very cool. I've never really tried an MMO.
It's pretty good. It has a lot of story. It is
Nice.
definitely built as a single player focused.
Okay. Very cool. Have you played it at all, Monkey? I'm sure you own it, but have you played it?
I neither own it nor have
Oh,
I
you
played
don't
it.
own it. So we found a game that Monkey doesn't own.
I know, astounding.
Yeah. Wait, do you have Nier? Don't you have Nier sealed? Were we talking about that the other day?
Sealed in it. I mean, we were talking about all the ridiculous games that I have sealed still.
Monkey has some sweet games that are sealed that he needs to sell and make money.
Nier is sealed, yes. My sealed copy of Nier.
Is this Wave Race 64? It's like Wave Race 64. The game doesn't look great. It looks perfectly fine. The textures are not great, but it's certainly not Wave Race 64 with those polygon-looking characters. I mean, I think the Wave Race 64 people had like slanted heads and helmets and stuff because of the polygons. I liked Wave Race 64.
You kind of look like Master Chief from Halo 1 on the original Xbox right now with your color scheme.
Yeah, I should probably change that then, huh? Whoops.
And
yes,
your polygon count also.
Yeah. Randomize. That's a cool looking color. We'll go with that.
Now we'll give it 30 seconds to catch up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, so Brian, did you play Final Fantasy 11 also?
For many, many years.
So how do you compare the two, 11 and 14? Because I did play a little bit of World of Warcraft when it very first came out, but I have a hard time swallowing a monthly fee to play one game when I have a shelf full of games that I need to be playing anyway.
I definitely won't begrudge you that. I have a shelf full too, and 200 plus Steam games that probably haven't touched half of. But between 11 and 14, Final Fantasy 11 was geared to get you to play with other people. If you didn't, you were almost sure to die once you got above, say, level 2. So it was very focused on getting you to work together with other people. Whereas Final Fantasy 14, all the main story objectives outside of the dungeons are single player only. Like, you can't even go in with another person. It's single player only. So it's very much geared for doing content with friends or random people.
Whoops.
Or if you don't want to, you can just do whatever you want by yourself.
Cool. I was looking at the stats page on this game just a minute ago. It looks like I've actually only played about 4.5 hours, so my concept of time is clearly very off. Maybe that's only racing time, I don't know. It definitely feels like I played this more than 4.5 hours. However, perhaps the game is a little bit shorter than I was claiming it was. Which is, yeah, that's part of it, yeah. Which, again, is not the worst thing in the world, especially with the amount of games that come out nowadays.
Yeah. How much is Beach Buggy Racing?
I think that one's $10.
That's the same company.
Yeah, I think that one's $10. It might be $15, but I think it's $10.
Is it better looking than this?
Gators.
No, I actually think it's a little. Well, no, they're right on par. It has a different aesthetic. It's more of like a cartoony racer, whereas this obviously isn't super realistic, but it's more so than Beach Buggy Racing anyway. Gator says he doesn't think it counts menu time. I get the feeling. I just feel like I've definitely been in this game for more than 4 hours. I was inside this game for about 6 hours. So yeah. And here, then also one other thing I'll show off is this is where you learn the new moves. You gain XP as well, which adds your level, and you learn new moves as well as a few things like increased boost time and increased agility. Not a major player in this game, but it does exist, so it's important to show it off as well. Buy a bunch of these since I have XP to spare.
Goodness, I hadn't touched my PS4 controller for so long it shut off.
That'll happen.
That did happen to me the other day.
Yeah, didn't your whole PS4 shut off?
Party, yeah, my entire PS4 turned off when we were playing Sacred Citadel on PS3, but using the chat party on PS4, and mine just like totally went to sleep in the middle of a chat.
That's funny. Yeah, we
super helpful.
Not to hate on Sacred Citadel, but the party chat, the in-game chat for that game was pretty rough. I don't know. It was weird, but like we couldn't hear each other for long stretches of time. Would it kill it? Plus, no party chat.
Party chat.
Yeah.
It just do cross-game chat, whereas that was a
Whoops, I got eliminated.
I don't know if it was the start, but pretty close to it on the Xbox.
Yeah, the 360 had a huge advantage in that regard. The 360 had a huge advantage in most regards when it came to online play. The only advantage it didn't have is that it cost money, and the PlayStation 3 was free. But a lot of other things are much better on the Xbox side of things.
But that's what, 100,000+ servers will get you.
Yes. Indeed. And PlayStation 4 has some really good multiplayer now. They have stepped their game up.
Good.
And the part.
I don't have enough games to.
Everything I've played has been really good. The party chat works really good. Yeah, I've been impressed with the feature set on the PlayStation 4 in regards to multiplayer stuff. Not that Xbox One is lagging behind that or anything. I just can't speak to experience from Xbox One because I don't own one at the moment.
I have a live account and a gold subscription, and I have never played a game with anybody.
Do you at least download the free games?
Oh yeah, I use it for the free games.
There you go. Honestly, it's worth $60 a year for the free games.
That's true.
Is it worth $60 a year for that one pool game 3 months in a row?
Everyone loves Pool Nation. It's definitely I would pay $60 a year just to play Pool Nation, like a $5 a month subscription fee.
I would pay $60 a year to not play that. But this month's is Massive Chalice, which went free the day it came out.
Yep, I always like that when that happens on PlayStation.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's actually an Xbox exclusive too. I mean, it actually makes sense that the exclusives are more regularly free at launch, just because making a game free at launch that's coming out, so say it's coming out for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. If you make it free at launch for one console but not the others, it's definitely going to eat into your purchases on that other console at least a certain amount, because anyone who owns both obviously isn't going to buy the game now since they got it free on the first one. But
yeah, it's also going to make people mad at you.
Yeah, it can. It could be like, well, they got it for free. Why would I give them money on this console, for it? Something like that. So I do find it happens more frequently with exclusives for one console or the other. But it sucks that Massive Chalice is like a permanent Xbox exclusive because I won't get a chance to check it out.
Well, I think Microsoft gave them a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah.
Helped them a lot with the dev cost.
Pretty sure they did. I think it's fairly similar to Grim Fandango on PlayStation 4 and Vita. Whereas
that released for the PC too.
It did. You're right. Well, it's Massive Chalice. The Massive Chalice is on PC, right?
I would assume so if Microsoft gave them a large.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still think Sony had something to do with the funding on the. I don't know, Grim Fandango. It's kind of hard to figure out because a lot of. Shenmue 3 is what everyone keeps talking about now, whether Sony's helping to fund it or what's going on there and why they're using Kickstarter. Yeah, there definitely are.
No way they could make that game.
No.
The first one, 15 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that, cost them almost $50 million. Imagine what it cost them now.
Yeah. Is it going to be a full retail released game? Do we know? I don't know much about Shenmue.
was only like $30 on Kickstarter.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
It's not going to be, it probably won't be $60.
Right. You make a good point.
$29. I would imagine if they were going to release a retail disc, it would be $40.
Yeah. It seems like that's how that works. Even,
simply so people don't feel like they're being gouged.
Right. Things like Shovel Knight and Mighty Number 9. Although we don't... How much was Mighty Number 9's buy-in price? Was it $15 on the Kickstarter? Anyone know?
That's another one of them.
Yeah, because it's, well, good. I don't do a lot of Kickstarter backing, but I like that other people do. I think it's cool that you support games that you want to see be made. I'm just so skeptical about things.
That other people spend their money
to get games made for me. That's right. You're exactly right.
I mean, I have no problem supporting games. Yeah, Mighty Number 9 is $20.
$20. Because the retail version of that is $30. The retail version of Shovel Knight is also $30. Whereas that digital version is only $15.
It makes sense because the cost of discs and warehouse stock and
yep, and they're not. It's not like they can buy several 100,000 discs because they're not going to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to,
they unit is much lower.
Exactly. Precisely. Business 101 right here. Thank you for joining the Business Cast.
I'm a computer scientist. I know very little about business.
Hey, Monkeys knows about computers too. What are the odds?
What are the odds that they're two computer nerds?
Watching Twitch, playing video games in 2015. I mean, seriously.
What a crazy coincidence.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I should show off a couple of the trophies. I'll turn this so when we post it to YouTube, I'll turn it into a trophy guide where it's like, skip to 47 minutes and 9 seconds to see how to do this trophy, because that's what everyone wants in a trophy guide, right?
Are you going to do YouTube?
I always export it to YouTube just as an archive. I don't do any editing except for at the start and the end of the stream. But that's it.
You're going to edit out the 20 different introductions you did?
Yeah, I do have to edit that out. What were you saying, Brian?
Well, you could post links like in the description, or just links directly to time codes in your YouTube video.
I could do that for sure. Maybe I will do that.
A little more work.
It's just that I'm pretty sure videos for it already exist, so... But I could still do that.
I mean, it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, videos might not be out yet. You could be the first, Tyler.
I'll be like, this is how to get the trophy on PS4. It's totally different than getting the achievement on the PC version or the Xbox One version. Exclusive PS4 trophy guide.
Exactly.
But I will
They don't have a platinum trophy on Xbox One. People need to know how to get that one.
That's right. And I even have I'm sure the PlayStation 4 took a picture of my platinum trophy.
Yeah, dude.
On Xbox One, sometimes we'll just record like 20 seconds of black.
How is the auto
racist?
How is the auto recording on Xbox One? I know people have complained about it a bit. Have they loosened it up a little bit?
It just does random things while I play video games.
Yeah.
I'll go back and look at it, and it's just like, what is all this?
I remember with Peggle 2, that was the first.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It just records everything.
So this is how you get the trophy for breaking the bridge in Factory Shout, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what the level is called, or what the trophy is called. Man, I'm good at making trophy guides. All you gotta do is go to the level and do the thing it says.
Oh, wow.
Run into the bridge?
Run into the bridge, and that is what I'm gonna do right now. Hopefully within 6 tries. So there's the bridge. There's me bouncing off of it, so no, that did not work. I have to destroy the bridge. So if you miss the bridge, turn around like so, and then turn around again, and try again. You'll notice that this ramp is right near a bridge, so it makes it perfect for bridge smashing. And I bounce off the bridge again. Third time's the charm. I know, I feel like I can't go any slower and still get up the ramp. Actually, it took about 6 or 7 tries. I actually did this exact thing several times. There we go. No, damn it. I did this several times, like, what am I supposed to do? And then so I looked up the guide, and the dude was doing the exact same thing that I did, and I was like, okay. But yeah, maybe they reinforced this bridge because I already have the trophy, so they're like, alright, we can't have this bridge collapsing again.
No more accidents.
There we go. Look at that bridge get destroyed. Gold trophy. Actually, I think it's silver. But it's definitely not hard to get.
It's a trophy. You don't know what the name of it is. You don't know.
I remember it's.
You don't know what level it is.
I remember it's at the bottom of the trophy list. It's the very bottom trophy. So I'll put that in the YouTube title. Get the very bottom trophy on the trophy list for Riptide GP2.
I don't understand why Sony hides all the little pop-ups that tell you what all the trophies are.
Well, I mean, it tells you the trophy name, but do you mean like the description of like how you got it?
No, like when you're streaming.
Oh, yeah.
It's just all mosaic.
No idea. I find that so weird. Yeah.
I mean, I think that they just block any notification. A lot of them involve player names, and so it's like a privacy
like a privacy thing. It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody knows your PSN name, they can easily look up your friends list.
Yeah. They surely can.
Not that difficult, so that's a silly argument.
Don't question Sony's logic. I mean,
Sony has no flaws.
Sony has no flaws. But yeah, I don't know. To me, I think Monkey is probably right as to that's why they do it, because I seriously can't think of another reason. It's not like trophies are spoilers or anything.
Oh, I suppose.
Okay, now we are going to get the Easter egg trophy in the level that has it. So, go to VR Challenge. I'll figure out this one. I just have to figure out which level it is. It is...
question
yes.
Is... Actually, I remember Microsoft doesn't even show pop-ups when you're streaming. They just won't appear on the stream. So why didn't Sony do something like that? Why did they mosaic them out just to mess with people?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong people. I can't remember what level it's in. I'll figure this out. Hey, bums. It's not that level. It's not that level. Wait, is it? No, it's not that level. It's not that level. Not that level.
Hey, bums. It's gotta be one of these levels.
Is it the... no, it has a boat in it.
It's that level, over there, that one. To that side.
No. With the boat in it. Like
yeah, the one with the boat in it.
Can you
Does
sort
it have
the levels
ice
by
in it?
ones that, like, how many boats are in the level?
Is it Pump Station 0? Sort by boatness.
Definitely Pump Station 0.
I don't think it's Pump Station 0. I think it might be Tower Defense.
I think it's Boat Station 0. Probably.
The level without boats, you mean, right? It's misnamed really bad.
I don't think it's this level. I think I chose the wrong level.
Totally no boats level.
It's not this level.
It's a daytime level.
Shit. It is a daytime level, actually. Quit event. Is it Blast Furnace? I think it's Blast Furnace. It's not Blast Furnace.
Blast
Wait,
Furnace.
maybe it is. Does it have ice in it?
Absolutely Blast Furnace.
So yeah, we're definitely putting this whole conversation into the trophy guide, so that the people can...
Absolutely, that's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. It's not this level.
Definitely the Ice Blast Furnace. Why is the level called Blast Furnace when it's full of ice? That doesn't make any sense.
Don't question Sony or Vector Unit.
This is not Sony.
What the hell level is it?
Oh, I did look it up, and Jet Moto was a Sony franchise. It was made by the the first two were made by the same company who did the first two.
This very last
Twisted
one, I
Metal.
remember. Oh, okay. I don't remember what they're called, but I know. See, the boat. That's what I was talking about. The boat.
The boat. Is that the name of the level? The
No,
boat?
it should have been.
Yeah, that would be way less confusing.
So this is the trophy for the Easter egg in the level that has the boat. So what you do is you start the level like that.
Boat level.
You see this first yellow boat, you want to just go right around it, and then you turn left. You're going off-road. And
Oh, this is
see how it says I'm out of bounds? The egg's gone, but the egg is right here. See, so imagine, YouTube viewers out there, imagine there was an egg around here somewhere. That is how you get the trophy for getting the Easter egg.
YouTube viewers do not have imaginations. That's why they're watching YouTube videos.
Don't insult the YouTube video viewers, because I can't edit this out. We're going to have to put the... Yeah, that's right. Make sure to like us and follow us, and tweet and post and snap and clap.
Do all those things.
And that is how you flip upside down. That was cool looking. So yeah, this has been Riptide GP2. What do you think the GP stands for? Grand Prix? Gotta practice.
Yeah.
Riptide Grand Piano.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This game is actually really cool, Bums. Pussy. There you go. Bums nailed it. But yeah, the game is actually really cool. I think there's actually 12 levels. I might be underselling it a bit. I think there may be 12 different levels. Still not quite enough. Like I said, they do get a bit repetitive by the end because you've played all of them several times for the different events. But it's a fun game. It's not overly long. Like for a platinum, it was only about 4.5 hours of in-game playtime. Now keep in mind, that's if you're like really good at the game like me. Now if you're just some scrawny amateur who doesn't know how to drive a hydrojet to save his life, then it might take you longer. But if you're a hydrojet pro like me, it's only going to take you about 4.5 hours of in-game time.
I'm pretty sure Bums is a hydrojet master, so don't worry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bums will tear me up at hydrojetting. So, yeah, that's about it. It's cool. It's going to be $7. Comes out tomorrow. It's definitely worth the money. It's a fun game. It's not terribly full of content, which is not that bad of a thing. And yeah, that's about it. Any last words, Brian or Monkey?
You should get this game.
There you go.
Get like 10 copies of it.
Hardly, yep. Just create new accounts, load up your credit card. We'll
get some kickback from the developer.
Don't tell them that!
Oh, my bad. Just edit that part out.
Yeah, I'll edit that part out. Any last words from you, Brian?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Concise, succinct. That's the way we like it. Thank you all for watching. Sorry, Bums, I know you just got here, but I'm actually going to wrap it up. I have to eat some dinner. And thank you, Brian and Monkey, for joining me. And make sure to check out Inverted Access for all the latest breaking news, reviews, tips, tricks, hints, screenshots, rumors, leaks, E3 content, E4 content, and everything else. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will catch everyone later.